We're gonna get started here in just a moment. See a few more people still logging in. I wanna just illustrate something before we begin class so that when we're getting into the pose, it makes sense and you're not looking up at me. And so when I'm like cueing it, you have an idea. So during class at some point, and a lot of you that have practiced with me before, we've been working on this transition quite a bunch this month. So this will look familiar to you, but we're gonna be in a crescent lunge, and then I'm just gonna have you cactus your elbows, and then we'll move into airplane pose with cactus elbows, okay? If that doesn't work for you always, you can take a modification with your hands on your hips. Otherwise, you'll come into airplane pose. We'll pause here just for a moment, and then I'll ask you to hug in, almost like you're taking a cat-cow. So you'll round in, squeeze everything into the midline, and then you'll extend on the inhale. And then you'll do that again. And then on the third time, you'll hug in, and from here, you're gonna move into eagle pose. So it helps if you really bend that standing leg knee, and then you're gonna wrap that left leg, in this case, around, moving into eagle. You can stay with your hands on your hips, or you can take eagle arms, and then we'll come up into eagle from here, okay? And the key into doing that is just to really squeeze in and really bend that right knee, and then lift that elevated leg up and over the standing leg, okay? All right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Something else I like to say also before we begin is that this is your hour. I want you to make the modifications you need. Also, if you need to amplify at any time, I always encourage you to go ahead and just do that. This is your time. So I'm just here as a guide. So just honor that, knowing that every day, every week, the body is different. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I just want you to just notice and just pause when you need to, up level when you need to. And I think that is everything. If you have a pillow or a blanket, I always encourage you to bring that to class, just to use that as a prop. Joanna often laughs at me when I say this, but soup cans work great as props as well if you don't have a block at home. So that's something that's always available. Kind of just think outside the box. Books work as well. All right, otherwise, let's just find a comfortable seat on our mats. We'll just take a few moments here coming into this space. So if you do have a blanket or a block, I encourage you to go ahead and place the sitting bones underneath that. And then just allow the eyes to soften and close. And then just allow the hands to rest on the tops of the thighs. And then just begin to notice where you're holding on. See if you can breathe a little softening, a little more space into the body. Maybe shifting your perspective, shifting your awareness. And really feel rooted here in all four corners of the sitting bones. And then begin to feel lengthening beginning at the base of the spine and working its way up the spine through the crown of the head. And then allow the shoulders to draw down and away from the ears, collarbones wide. Allowing the tongue to draw away from the mouth. Beginning to deepen every inhale while you lengthen every exhale. See if you can make your breath a little more audible here. Perhaps allowing the breath to become a symphony for the mind and the thoughts, for your to-do list. Then in this calm space, begin to cultivate your intention this evening for class. Maybe tonight, just make it something for yourself, just something positive, Be a word, a phrase. Just allow yourself to hold space there for that intention as we move on our mats. So we'll take one more cleansing breath before beginning class with the eternal divine sound of Om. So deep inhale through the nose, audible exhale through the mouth. Inhaling as we draw the hands to heart center. Allowing the eyes to remain closed, slowly draw the hands back to the tops of the thighs. And we'll inhale here for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the top. Exhaling through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the bottom. One more time, inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And then exhaling completely through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, begin to cultivate your Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, aspirant breath. Slight constriction at the back of the throat on the exhale, slight constriction on the inhale. Beginning to build heat internally before we move on our mats. Good, just take one more Ujjayi breath here as you continue to cultivate that breath throughout class. And then begin to softly open your eyes, coming into the space. And then just go ahead and interlace the hands and then press the palms to the ceiling, thumbs up, pinkies back. And then from here, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, just rock right to left, feeling a lengthening and extending on the right and left side, lifting up and out of the low waist. Good, once more on each side. When you round it out the right and left, come back to central. And then as you exhale, coming down to all fours, tabletop pose. And here, just taking 3 breaths, moving at your own pace, linking breath to movement. Perhaps take a few cat-cows. If cat-cow doesn't call out to you this evening, you can take a few hip circles. Just make sure that whatever you do on the right, you follow up on the left side. And then rounding out your last breath, coming to a neutral spine. And then as you inhale, extend the right arm towards the front of the room as the left leg extends towards the back. And then as you exhale, squeeze in, drawing elbow to knee. Good, inhale as you extend, find length. Exhale, rounding the spine, hugging. Good, inhale as you extend. And this time as you exhale, bend the left knee, reach around with the left hand for the top of the the right hand. Kick the hand and foot in towards one another. Good, and then look up, collarbones wide. Good, continue to kick for 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, extend, find length. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, extend the left arm towards the front of the room as the right leg extends back. Good, as you exhale, round in, elbow towards the knee. Good, inhale as you extend and find length. Exhale as you round in. Inhale as you extend, pause here, then bend the right leg, reaching around with the left hand, reach for the top of the left foot. Good, and then keep the hand and foot in towards one another, collarbones wide, gaze towards the front of your mat. Good, continue to kick for 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, extend, find length. Exhale, tabletop pose. Good, from here, inhale, right arm extends overhead. Exhale as you thread the needle, right ear comes to the mat. Right hand moves through the left arm. But you can stay here, you can begin to extend the left fingertips forward. Good, you can stay here, or you can begin to extend the left leg back. Then you can stay here, or you can begin to lift the left leg off the mat. Wherever you are is perfect. One more breath here. Good, and then slowly release, right arm extends overhead. Good, tabletop pose. Inhale, left arm extends overhead. Exhale, thread the needle, other side. Left arm comes through the right. Left ear comes to the mat. You're taking the same variation on this side as you did on the first side. So you can begin to extend the right fingertips long. You can extend the right leg long. You can begin to lift the right leg off the earth. So wherever you are is perfect. One more breath here. Good, and then slowly, gracefully unwind. Coming back to tabletop pose. Inhale as you tuck your toes. Exhale as you press up and back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. As you feel out your first down dog this evening, really press the thumb and forefingers into the mat. As you sink the heels towards the back of the room, really breathing into the belly of the calves. Good, last breath here. Now inhale, ripple the spine forward, plank pose, collarbones wide, firm up the tops of the thighs. Exhale as you go back, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, roll forward, plank pose, pause. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Good, one more time, inhale, ripple the heart forward, plank pose, pause. Collarbones wide, tops of the thighs firm. On the exhale, knees, chest, chin comes to the mat. As you inhale, press into the palms, heart lifts, Bhujangasana, low cobra pose. Tops of the toes stay glued to the mat. Exhale, release, forehead kisses the earth. Good, inhale, root into the palms, heart lifts, Bhujangasana, low cobra pose. Exhale, release, forehead touches down. One more time, inhale, heart lifts, Bhujangasana, low cobra pose. Pause here, see if you can lift 1 more inch. Good, exhale, release, forehead touches the mat. Inhale, tuck the toes, plank pose. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg extends up and back. Exhale, knee toward nose, curl the spine. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right knee toward right elbow. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right knee toward left elbow. Pause, see if you can lift the knee 1 more inch. Good, exhale, go back, one-legged downward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, heart pulls through, runner's lunge. Right knee and ankle stack, 90-degree bend. Good, as you exhale, easy twist, right arm reaches for the ceiling. Take a few arm circles here. Again, continue to warm up those shoulder joints. And pause at the top and then move in the opposite direction. And then pause at the top, inhale. And as you exhale, Skandasana, pivot to the left, working your way all the way around to the back of the mat. Bend in that left knee, see if you can keep that right leg straight. You can stay here, flat spine, or you can begin to walk the fingertips forward. Good, feel almost like you're pushing the floor away. Good, 1 more breath here. And then work your fingertips all the way around towards the back of your mat. Anjaneyasana, right knee comes down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Good, inhale here. Then your left hand's gonna come to the inside of your left foot. Make a connection between your left knee and your left hand. Press hand and knee in towards one another. As you inhale, think about finding length. And then as you exhale, reach that right hand up and over to the left. Good, inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, hands down, hips pull back, Ardha Hanuman half splits. Keep a softening in that left knee. All 5 toes flexing towards the back or the front of your mat. Good, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Feel like you're energetically drawing the hips towards the front of the mat. Okay, now inhale, lengthen the spine. Now this time, walk your fingertips over to the left. Then as you exhale, bend at the elbows and fold, getting a nice IT band stretch here. Okay, now walk your hands back around to what is the back of your mat. Re-bend your left knee, tuck the back toes, runner's lunge, back knee lifts. Exhale, easy twist. Now right arm reaches for the ceiling. Good, from here, take 2 arm circles in one direction. And pause at the top, and then move in the opposite direction. And then pause. Inhale as you look to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk your hands around back towards the front of your mat. Inhale, runner's lunge. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left leg extends up and back. Exhale, left foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, heart pulls forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, easy twist, left arm reaches for the ceiling. And then take a few arm circles, again, warming up that shoulder joint. And then moving in the opposite direction. And then pause at the top, inhale. Now this time as you exhale, Skandasana, pivoting to the right, working your way all the way back to the back of your mat. Right knee bend, keep that left leg straight. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see me. And you can begin to extend your fingertips long. Good, really press the floor away here. Good, then work your way all the way back around. Inhale, left knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Right knee, 90-degree bend. Now bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee to make a connection there. And then inhale, find length. Exhale as you reach up and over to the right with that left arm. And then inhale, come back to center, pause. Exhale, hands down, Ardha Hanuman, half splits. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you fold. Good, keep a softening in that right knee. All 5 toes flex towards the back of the room. Good, inhale, lengthen. This time, walk your hands over to the right. And then as you fold on the exhale, bending at the elbows, getting a nice IT band stretch. Good, one more breath here. And then walk your hands back around. Bend that right knee, tuck the back toes, back knee lifts. Inhale, easy twist. Good, and then take a few arm circles here. And then move in the opposite direction. And then pause, look up to those fingertips. Good, and then as you exhale, work your way back around to the front of your mat. And then downward facing dog. Good, inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root into the feet, rise all the way up, palms press overhead, gaze up. And then exhale as you swan dive forward, fingertips touching the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa. Option always to skip chaturanga by moving straight through bhujangasana or to down dog. Good, inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you root to rise, palms press overhead. Exhale as you bow forward, swan dive, fingertips touch the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, hips sink down and back, inner thighs hug in towards midline. Good. Draw the hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. The crown of the head reaching for the front of the room. Sink the hips 1 more inch. Think about really wringing and detoxifying the organs. Good, inhale, come back to Utkatasana. Draw the hands to the heart. Then exhale as you twist over towards the left, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. The crown of the head reaching for the front of the room. Sink the hips down and back. Continuing to turn the heart towards the ceiling. Good, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Shift a little more weight into the heels here. I know those legs are burning. Sink the hips 1 more inch. Good, and then exhale, fold over the legs. From here, separate the feet, hips width distance apart. Then opposite hand grabs opposite elbow. Bend at the knees. And just sway. Allow the head to slowly release. Good, and then bring the palms back to the mat. Heel toe the feet back to center. Inhale as you find length. Exhale as you plant the hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, go back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg extends up and back. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale as you rise up, crescent lunge. Right knee and ankle stacked. Really press into the ball of that left foot so that left heel continues to lift towards the ceiling. Good, firm up the top of the left thigh. And as you inhale, always think about finding length. So continue to lift up and out of the low waist. Hug everything into the midline. Good, 1 more breath here. Now exhale, knees bend, cactus to elbows. Good, inhale, rise and everything straightens. Exhale, bend, knees bend, cactus to elbows. Good, inhale, rise and straighten. This time, exhale, right knee bends only, crescent lunge. Then draw the hands to heart center, inhale. And then as you exhale, twist left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can stay here, modify by dropping that left knee to the earth. Amplify by wrapping and binding, spreading your wings or fly. Yogi's choice. Again, continue to firm up the top of that left side thigh so you're not sinking weight into the hips. So 1 more breath here. And slowly look to the top of your mat. Hands down either side of the front foot. Vertical splits, left leg lifts up and off the earth towards the ceiling. Crown of the head reaching for the mat. Continue to root down through that right leg. Good, 1 more breath here. Now on the exhale, left foot steps behind the right and fold, getting a nice IT band stretch here. Good, inhale, lengthen the spine, uncross the legs. And then exhale, fold 1 more time. Inhale as you root into the feet, rise all the way up, palms press overhead. Then from here, right hand grabs the left wrist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, reach up and over to the right. Good, inhale, come back to center. And now left hand grabs the right wrist. Inhale, find length. Exhale as you reach up and over to the left. Good, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bow forward, swan dive, fingertips touch the mat. Inhale, lengthen the leg, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa. Again, always to modify by moving through Bhujangasana or straight to down dog. And then from downward facing dog, inhale, left leg extends up and back. Exhale, left foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Good, left knee and ankle stacked. Again, press into the ball of that right foot. See what happens when I really press into the ball? My whole leg lifts. That heel lifts towards the ceiling and I can really firm up the top of my right thigh. Good, inhale here. Good, exhale, cactus the elbows, bend the knees. Good, inhale as you rise and straighten. Exhale, knees bend, cactus the elbows. Inhale as you rise. This time on the exhale, left knee bends, crescent lunge. Inhale, draw the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, twist right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Good, stay here, which is perfect. Modify by dropping that back knee. You can amplify by wrapping and binding, spreading your wings or flying. Try to take the same variation here as you did on the first side. Good, crown of the head reaching for the front of the room. Good, one more breath here. Good, and then inhale, look to the top of your mat. Hands down either side of the front foot. Exhale, vertical splits, right leg lifts up and off the earth. Good, really root into that left foot. Crown of the head reaching for the floor. Good, one more breath here. And then as you exhale, right foot steps behind the left fold. Again, getting a nice IT band stretch here. Allow the neck to release. Inhale, lengthen the spine, uncross the feet. And then fold one more time. Inhale, root into the feet, rise all the way up, palms press overhead. This time, right hand or left hand is gonna grab the right wrist. Inhale, exhale as you reach up and over to the left. Really spike the heels into the earth here. Good, inhale, rise. Then change sides, right hand grabs the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you reach up and over to the right. Good, inhale as you come back to center. Exhale as you bow forward, fingertips touching the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa, meeting you downward facing dog. Then inhale, right leg extends up and back. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale as you rise up, low lunge, pause here. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Good, right knee bend 90 degrees. Really press into the knife edge of that left foot. Good, and then from here, notice the torso. Is it directly over the hips, or are you leaning too far forward or back? Just make your modifications. One straight line through the fingertips, gazing over the right fingers. Sink the hips one more inch. And then as you exhale, reverse your warrior right arm reaches up and back. Again, making this a side stretch here, not a back bend. And just notice that right knee, is it collapsing in or out? You want to keep that nice 90-degree bend. Again, pressing into the knife edge of that left foot. Good, and then from here, the left arm is going to reach up to meet the right. Again, grabbing for that right wrist. And pulling that, continue to pull that right arm towards the back of the room, getting a nice stretch. Then inhale, come back to center, warrior two, pause. On the exhale, side angle pose, right elbow to the top of the right knee. And that left arm can begin to dance overhead. Think of one straight line from the feet through the left fingertips. And then just notice that left shoulder, draw it down and back away from the ears. We have a tendency to lift that shoulder into the ears. Just draw it down and back. Good, and then sink the hips again, one more inch. Continue to breathe. Good, and then from here, you can begin to work that right hand to the inside of the right foot. And then begin to straighten the right leg, moving into Trikonasana here. So you're backing into Trikonasana. Root into the feet. I like to extend my left arm overhead. You can begin to just lift it up towards the ceiling if that works for you too. Your gaze can be at the left fingertips or the mat. And then think of your body lying between two panes of glass. So continue to lay your torso towards the back of the room. Good, one more breath here. Good, from here we're going to move into half moon. So begin to bend that right knee. You might need to heel toe that back foot in. And then you'll begin to shift weight into that right foot. Extend those right fingertips forward as that left leg lifts up and off the mat, moving into half moon. So if you have a prop here, you can go ahead and use it. Few variations here. You should just be able to see your toes in your periphery. Your fingertips should just be beyond your nose. So stay here and work on half moon, which is wonderful, or begin to work on Japasana by bending the left knee, reaching around with the left hand for the sole of the left foot. Or you can play with your balance by lifting the right fingertips up and off the earth. So really your choice. One more breath wherever you are. And then slowly step that left foot back, warrior two, pause. Good, and then from here, we'll move into goddess pose, so heels in, toes out. Okay, taking eagle arms, right arm wraps up and under the left. Really hug those forearms in towards one another. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Then inhale here. Then as you exhale, draw the fingertips over to the right knee. And then around to the left. Inhale as you come back to center. Once more, exhale. Right fingertips over to the right and then the left. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, extend the arms overhead, star pose. Then warrior two to the front of the room. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down either side of the front foot. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Good, beginning to notice the right and the left side. Inhale, left leg extends up and back. Exhale, left foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale as you rise up, crescent lunge. We've been here once before. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Good, just pause in here. First warrior two on the left side. Again, 90-degree angle in that left knee. Really dig into the knife edge of that right foot. And then notice the torso. Are you leaning too far back or forward, directly over the hips? Good, one straight line with the fingertips, gaze over the left fingers. Then sink the hips one more inch here. And then as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. Again, making this a side stretch and not a back bend. And just notice that left knee. Is it collapsing in or out? Good, and then from here, you're gonna draw that right arm up to meet the left. And that right hand's gonna grab hold of the left wrist and begin to pull that left arm towards the back of the room. Try to continue to keep a nice bend in that left knee. And then inhale, rise up, warrior two, pause. Good, and then as you exhale, side angle pose, left forearm to the top of the left thigh. Good, right arm can begin to dance overhead. Sink the hips. Continue to press into the knife edge of that right foot so you're not dumping weight into that left hip. Good, and then just notice the shoulder. Draw that right shoulder down, back, away from the ear. Good, one more breath here. And those left fingertips are gonna work their way towards the floor, towards the inside of that left knee. Then you're gonna back into Trikonasana. Perfect. Your right arm can be extended overhead, or you can draw it over your right ear. Your gaze can be at the top of your lifted hand or at the floor. Good, and again, think about laying the body between two panes of glass. So really think about laying the torso back. Good, one more breath here. And then begin to soften the left knee. You might need to heel toe that right foot in a few inches. Moving into half moon, soften that left knee. Left fingertips just beyond your nose. Right leg is gonna lift up and off the mat. Half moon. Ardha Trikonasana. Good, and again, you should just be able to see those right toes in your periphery. And take the same variation here as you did on the first side. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, options, taking Japasana, bending the right knee, reaching around with the top of the right hand for the right foot. You can play with your balance by lifting the left fingertips off the mat. Yogi's choice, one more breath here. Good, and then slowly, gracefully step that right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Warrior two, pause. Good, moving into goddess again, heels in, toes out. Then this time, left arm's gonna wrap up and under the right. Good, inhale, press the forearms into one another, lift the fingertips towards the ceiling, but draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows over to the left, and then around to the right. Good, inhale as you come back to center. And then exhale as you draw the shoulders over to the left, fingertips, and then over to the right. Inhale as you come back to center, pause, sink the hips one more time. Good, and then straighten the legs, uncross the hands, star pose. Warrior two, gaze over the front fingertips. Cartwheel the hands down either side of the front foot, moving through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Good, again, option always here too to take a child's pose. And take a rest, take a pause when you need to. From downward facing dog, moving on, we'll inhale, right leg extends up and back. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale as you rise up, low lunge. And then from here, we'll cactus the elbows. This is the variation I was talking at the beginning of class. So we're from here gonna move into a cactus elbow variation of airplane pose. You can always draw the hands to your hips or make any adjustment or modification that suits you this evening and where you meet yourself where you're at, okay? So we're moving on, cactus elbows, inhale, begin to shift the weight into that right foot, left leg lifts up and off the mat. Airplane pose, pause here just for a moment. Good, and then as you exhale, we'll round everything and bend the right knee. Curl in, almost like you're doing a cat-cow. And then we'll inhale, we'll extend and find length. Good, and then as you exhale, round in, everything squeezes in towards midline. Good, stay with me, inhale one more time, airplane. Good, exhale, round in. Then from here, that left foot is gonna wrap up and over the right. And then you can go ahead and wrap the left arm up and under the right, moving into full eagle, or you can just take the cactus arms. Okay, so your choice. Hug the thighs into midline, sink the hips down and back, shift a little more weight into that right heel. Good, one more breath here. And then slowly, gracefully as you can, unwind, moving into warrior three. Fullest expression if you can, arms extend forward. Good, and then exhale, step back, low lunge. Inhale here, straighten the right leg. Step the back foot forward and in, so your feet here are in railroad tracks, not a tightrope, okay? Just acknowledge all the hard work you just did before moving on. Great job. Draw that right hand to the right hip. Inhale, find length along the left side. Moving into revolve triangle. You're gonna extend those left fingertips forward, flat spine. Then as you're ready, left fingertips are gonna reach for the outside of the right foot. Shin, ankle, block, soup can, whatever you got. Flat spine here. See if you can shift a little more weight into that right foot. And from here, we're gonna move into revolved half moon. So what you'll do is you'll begin to bend your right knee, then extend your left hand forward. Just leave your hand on your right hand on your right hip for now. And then that left leg is gonna lift up and off the earth. And then as you're ready, that right hand can extend overhead. 2 breaths here, taking your variation, fullest expression, last breath. Good, and then that right hand is gonna come down. Step that left foot towards the back of the mat, and then fold over the legs, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Again, here, see if you can shift a little more weight into that front foot. Good, and then from here, inhale, lengthen the spine. Back foot steps to the top of the mat. And then as you exhale and fold, separate the feet hips width distance apart. This time, peace sign fingers can grab the big toes, or you can take the first variation we did at the beginning of class, opposite hand, opposite elbow. And then you'll just fold, bending at the elbows. And maybe you can just take a few head circles here. Good, acknowledging all of that. That's a hard sequence. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. And then palms come back to the mat. Heel toe the feet back to center. And then as you exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, left leg extends up and back. Exhale, left foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale as you rise up, crescent lunge. Good, cactus the elbows here. Again, moving into airplane, begin to shift weight into that left foot. Right leg lifts up and off the earth. Just for a moment, airplane with cactus elbows. Good, and then as you exhale, round and squeeze everything into midline. Good, inhale, extend, cactus elbows, airplane. Exhale, hug in. Good, one more time, inhale, extend. Exhale, hug in. Really bend that left knee. You're gonna lift that right leg up and over the left eagle. You can stay with cactus arms, or right arm can come up and under the left. Your fullest expression here, shift a little more weight into that left heel. Squeeze those inner thighs in towards midline, hips sink down and back. One line of focus. Good, one more breath here. Good, and then slowly, gracefully unwind, warrior three, fullest expression, arms extend forward. Good, and then low lunge, right foot steps all the way back. And then straighten your left leg. Step your right foot in, forward and in. Again, acknowledge what you just did, that was a lot of work. Feet here, railroad tracks, not a tightrope. And then draw your left hand to your hip. Inhale, right arm overhead. Find length on the right side. Inhale, reach those right tips, fingertips forward, 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 flat spine, find length. And then those right fingertips can reach for the outside of that left foot. Shin, ankle block, again, soup can. Stay here. You can begin to lift that left arm overhead. Okay? Good, think about flat spine, shift a little more weight into that front foot. Good, and then from here, draw the hand back to the hip, left hand. Good, we're gonna move into revolved half moon. So begin to bend that left knee. Right fingertips are gonna reach forward. And then you're going to shift the weight onto your right foot as that left leg lifts off, or excuse me, the left foot as that right leg lifts up and off the mat. Good, stay here. As you're ready, you can begin to extend that left arm overhead. Again, take your fullest expression here, same variation you did on the first side. Just 2 breaths here. Good, one more breath here. Good, and then draw the left hand down. Right foot steps back, part of Uttanasana, folding over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine here. Exhale, fold. If you want, for a deeper stretch, I didn't say this on the first side, but you can begin to walk the fingertips towards the back of the room. See if you can shift a little more weight into that left foot. A little more squaring of the hips. And if your hands are reaching towards the back of the room, begin to draw them up towards the top of the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. And then as you exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. From here, inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, lightly step or jump forward. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you fold. Then inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch, and then draw your hands through heart center. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, draw your hands down towards your sides, Tadasana. And then inhale, reach overhead. And exhale, fold. Then separate the feet hips width distance apart, toes out, heels in, coming into Malasana. So you're going to begin to draw the hips towards the mat, okay? You can always use a block, blankets, a pillow underneath the sitting bones if that feels good. And then you'll just bring your hands to heart center. And then instead of sinking in here, which is what a lot of people do, think about finding length. So press the palms in and lengthen up through the spine. Almost as if you were a puppet on a string coming out of the top of your head. And just take a moment here, maybe close your eyes. Coming back to your intention, acknowledging the hard work. And then open your eyes. And then draw your right hand just beyond your right toes and extend your left arm overhead. Inhale here. Now you can stay here or you can begin to wrap and bind, taking a half bind or a full bind. So I'm going to just turn around to show you guys what that looks like. So for a half bind, you'll wrap that left arm up and over, reaching for the top of the right thigh. And then for a full bind, you can just wrap the right arm around the right thigh, and that left arm can reach for the fingertips or the wrist. Good, one breath here. And then extend the right fingertips long. Extend the left arm long if you were in a bind. Inhale, come back to center. Good, exhale, changing sides, left fingertips to the mat. Right arm extends overhead. Inhale. And if you took a bind on the first side and you want to here, you can go ahead and wrap and bind. And then from here, unwind. And then come back to Malasana, inhale. Then from here, you can begin to work on moving into crow pose. So you can place your hands down, and then you'll really get up onto your tippy toes here. Sorry guys, I think someone keeps trying to, can you guys, hopefully you guys can see me here.
Yeah, it's just that light glare, funky rainbow thing that's happening.
Well, you know what? I can't see you guys anymore. Someone's telling me that they're logged in as me. So here, let me just try one more thing, or otherwise I'll just teach without being able to see anybody, which is fine. So if you're working on crow pose, just go ahead and do that now. Just take a few minutes here while I'm playing with this here. Okay, let's see. Let me see, sorry guys. I don't know why this is doing that. All right, and then when you're done with crow, you can move through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Just gonna go like this. And then from downward facing dog, inhale, roll forward to plank pose. And from plank pose, exhale, knees, chest, chin are gonna come to the mat. Moving into Shalabhasana. So for this first variation, just zip your legs together and go ahead and interlace your hands behind the back. And then as you inhale, draw the feet together, palms together. Inhale, feet lift, arms lift, hands lift, everything lifts up and off the earth. Good, and then exhale, slowly release. Uncross the hands, draw the right ear to the mat. You can bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet if that works. And then draw the feet back to the mat. And then we'll move through one more variation. We'll start by taking the same variation and then moving into full Dhanurasana. So begin to walk the feet back together and then interlace the hands. And then as you inhale, feet and hands, everything lifts up and off the mat, collarbones wide, gaze just beyond the nose. So then begin to bend the knees, and then reach for the tops of the feet if you're moving to full Dhanurasana. Whichever variation suits you best this evening, continue to kick into the hands and the feet if you're moving into Dhanurasana. One more breath here. And then exhale, slowly release. Left ear comes to the mat. Unrelease the hands. Again, you can windshield wiper the feet, right and left. Good, and then from here, go ahead and draw the palms to the mat, tuck the toes. Inhale, gaze forward, press into the palms, everything lifts, plank pose. Exhale, go up and back, downward facing dog. Good, inhale as you look to the top of the mat. Exhale, lightly jump or step forward, coming to a seat. And then we'll lay all the way down on our spine, moving into bridge wheel. Just take 2 variations. So the tops of your fingertips lightly graze the back of your heels. You're moving into bridge. You'll just go ahead and as you inhale, you're gonna press into your feet, lift the hips up and off the earth. And then you can grab opposite ends of the mat, or you can begin to interlace the hands underneath the body, press the palms into the mat, and then continue to shift the heart towards the back of the room as you hug the inner thighs in toward midline. And then roll slightly towards the insides of your arches on your feet. And continue to breathe here. One more full Ujjayi breath. And then exhale, slowly release the spine down. And then just allow the knees to kiss. Just allow the eyes to close just for a moment. You can take the same variation. We're moving into full wheel. You'll separate the feet hips width distance apart. You'll draw the palms next to the ears, elbows up. And then as you inhale, you'll press into the palms, press into the feet. Everything lifts up and off the mat, moving into full wheel pose. Again, think about hugging the inner thighs in toward midline, rolling to the inner arches of the feet, and then shifting the heart towards the back of the room. Good, one more breath here. Slowly release the spine down. And from here, just draw the soles of the feet together. Draw one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just allow the eyes to close. Acknowledging your practice, your intention. And then from here, begin to draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a loving hug. And then take a few rock and rolls on the length of your spine. Moving through one more vinyasa, or meaning a straight downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, you'll inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, lightly step or jump through, coming to a seat. And then you can just extend the legs forward. And then you'll inhale, you'll draw the right knee in, and then step the right foot over the left leg. So you can keep your left leg extended, or you can bend that left knee. It's just on your own preference. Okay, and then you'll bring the right hand behind the back. You'll inhale the left arm long, find length, and then you'll exhale, you'll twist. So wrapping the left arm around the right leg. So that every inhale, think about lifting up and out of the spine, and then as you exhale, twist more deeply, gazing over that right shoulder. And then slowly unwind. And then hug that right knee in. Extend that left leg long if it isn't already. Draw the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, fold. Good, inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Last breath here. And then you'll begin to walk your hands back up to a seat. Then extend your right leg long to meet your left. And then inhale, hug your left leg in. And step your left foot over your right leg. You can stay here, or you can begin to bend that right knee. So it's just a seated spinal twist. And then from here, you'll go ahead and Place that left hand behind your sitting bones. Inhale, right arm extends overhead. Find length. And then as you exhale, wrap that right arm around the left leg. Inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, twist, gaze over the left shoulder. And then inhale, unwind. Then hug that left knee in, extend that right leg long. Sole the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, fold, Jani Shirshasana, second side. Inhale as you find length. Exhale as you fold. One more breath here. And then inhale as you rise up. Then extend the left leg to meet the right. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Good, one, maybe two more breaths here. And then as you're ready, begin to walk your hands back. And then just take a staff pose. So arms extend forward. Nice flex in those feet, almost so the heels lift up and off the mat. Then as you exhale, slowly making your way to your spine, setting up for Shavasana. Final resting pose. Of course, take any other variations, any other poses that we didn't get to this evening. Otherwise, just allow your feet to splay wide, palms open and receptive. Tongue away from the roof of your mouth, and just allow the bones of the body to feel heavy in the earth. Sitaram Jai Jama. Sitaram Jai Jama. Sitaram Jai Jama. Sitaram Jai Jama. Sitaram Ram Ram. Sitaram Ram Ram. Hare Ram Ram Ram. Sitaram Ram Ram. Hare Ram. Slowly, gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, beginning to bring life back into the body. And allowing your eyes to remain closed. Go ahead and just roll to one side, right or left, whichever is more comfortable for you this evening. And just pausing here, remembering your intention. You build inner peace exactly for moments like these, so that even when things around you feel turbulent, There is a reservoir of calm and clarity at your service, a space within you, untouched by the storm, for where you can think, feel, breathe, and make good decisions. By Young Pueblo. And then from here, one more time, honoring your intention and honoring all the blessings in your life, both seen and unseen. Slowly make your way to your seat. You can allow your eyes to remain closed. We'll take one cleansing breath before ending class with the eternal divine sound of Om. Inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth, audible exhale. Inhaling one more time. Drawing the thumbs to the third eye. Exhaling as we bow forward, sealing our practice. Namaste. Thank you